We are gradually coming to the end of this great month, and as we speak, something big, something remarkable.
Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, let me explain a little bit. I will just take a few minutes of your time and I would like you to see the clip. There is a confirmed information from legit.com, from Sahara Reporters, and also from Daily Trust News Online, newspaper online, that Sultan of Sokoto is in a tight and closed door meeting with the NNAMDI KANU at Sokoto Correctional Center. It happened yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, according to the information they gave to me here, and from the video I will allow you to watch from beginning to the end. A lot of things were said on that meeting, a lot of secrets were leaked, and a lot of issues were raised. But most importantly is, just my own concern, is the safety of NNAMDI KANU. There is a deliberate plan to buy him at all costs. They might use a high delegate, not people you may be expecting. Maybe you expect to see Al-Majiri or expect to see a soldier or whoever. No, they will use a high delegate to perfect that evil plan. This is a prophecy being given by the people, or rather by a pastor, a well-trusted pastor. People have given a kind of testimony about his prophecies and predictions. It is not my own word. It is not my own making. So, my concern, as I said earlier, is the safety of NNAMDI KANU. For meeting, yes, there is a meeting. It happened yesterday, or day before yesterday. A very crucial one at that. A high delegation meeting. Gumi is not here. Gumi is not there. Don't even expect him to be there. But there is other cabals that accompanied Sultan of Sokoto in that very particular meeting. Anyway, let me allow you to see this clip. You may have one or two things to learn from it. And then at the back of it, you will see me where I will have more interactions from the comment section of this video you are about to watch. And then we round up. So please, enjoy the rest of this news. Watch, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media handles. I will see you at the back of the other video. Regardez.
We are gradually coming to the end of this great month, and as we speak, something big, something remarkable played on in Sokoto State as of yesterday, because the Sultan of Sokoto and NNAMDI KANU's people has agreed to do one thing. What will be that thing? In this video, we'll do our very best to critically analyze them, showcase them, break them down so that everybody will fully understand. Still on still, we get other news and coverages for you. News will be all of us missed. What will be this news? Make I show you. Okay, showing right now on your screen every single thing we will discuss today. Like I said, there are news we all missed today. The very first news is a vital one, very, very paramount and important for the people of the Southeast, because it states Charles Soludo has done it again in Anambra State. What has Charles Soludo done or executed? We will do our very best to analyze them and break them down for everybody to understand. And people where they live Anambra State, this is a special message for you. The second one, we say, the second one are good news, because there are massive updates on Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's USA political ambition. We don't get one massive updates. You know, go one miss it to the happen for her updates in her quest in securing a political position in the USA. The third, we say, Dave Umahi, an Igbo politician, just insulted the whole Igbo state. The whole geopolitical area of the Southeast has been insulted by Dave Umahi. Yes. What really happened? We will do our very best to tell you and analyze them. The fourth is, see what the Sultan of Sokoto did for NNAMDI KANU. These are all the news we have for you today. And I will advise you, say you don't need to miss anyone for any reasons in this world. So let's tackle this news from the very first. Charles Soludo has done it again in Anambra State. What did they happen? Why is it that every single time we hear about this man's news, the last time I say he created some rules and regulations that will guide and govern burial services in the Southeast, in Anambra State, to be precise. Now we don't get a new one. What did they really happen with this man? What did be your problem, Soludo? Well, take a look at this. We got this notification from Igbo history and facts. What did they say? Breaking. Traders in Anambra must now inform market executives and state reasons before closing their shops on any market day. And this statement, they come from Soludo. When we see this particular news, we feel like, say, nah, fake news. But we had to do some research and fact-checking. And they can't be say, truly, Soludo made such remarks. Say, if you close down your shop, you probably will face sanctions, okay? More research was done, and from parallel facts, can't be say, Soludo did not even stop there. He said, and I quote, without adequate security measures, Charles Soludo imposes a 20 million naira fine on traders who refuse to open shops on Mondays in Anambra State. Now, there are two things involved. If you want to close your shop on any market day, you need to inform the market executives. And if you close your shops on Mondays, you go pay 20 million naira. Wait till they really happen. Make we analyze them and break them down for you. Soludo, who happens to be the governor, they tell traders, if you own shops in and around the main market in Onitsha, say, in any day of the week that you decide to close down your shops or your establishment, a shop will be say, you they pay rent. They'll be like, say, the governor, they give you these shops for free. No, you they spend your own money to pay rent. Okay, now your shop, because you they pay rent, but they tell you, say, in any market day you fail to open your shop, or if you have any event that will warrant you to close your shop, you need to inform, let's call this circle a market executive. In any day you wish to close down your shop, you need to inform a market executive and get premium express permission to do so before you can lock down your shop. Now it is Soludo, a man wey go school, a man wey be governor, the former CBN governor, and a professor, they tell people to do. This is not something we should take lightly, because now they encroach into a fundamental human right of every single person. As an individual living in Anambra State, you have the right of freedom. You have the right to close down your own shop. Now your shop because you are paying rent. If you're not paying rent, then maybe these particular obligations can work on you. But as far as they pay rent, or you don't buy the shop, you have the fundamental right as a human to say, okay, today I'm tired. I'm not going to my shop to work, and I wouldn't need to tell somebody else that I'm not coming to my own shop, because I may get a shop now. I may get a shop now. Soludo, I beg. All these things where they create for Anambra State is now getting too much. You're now poking people of your state. You are trying to wake people who have been sleeping. I beg, you're a professor. A prof means say your brain, they at the utmost performance. Your brain, they work very, very well. I don't know who you consult before you make up such crazy rules and regulations in your state. You're a governor, not a tyrant. You're a governor who went to school, and not a governor who was previously an Okada rider. No insult or no shade to Okada rider, so I'm just trying to state an example. That's what you just be. So I beg, you need to look at your rules and regulations in the states and make sure, say, you're not encroaching into the rights and freedom of movement of people in the states you govern. Now let's take a look at news number 2. Let's move away from all these shenanigans coming from Soludo and take a look at something good. Number 2 news is massive updates on Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's US political ambition. Wait till they truly happen. Wait till they really happen. We all know, say, and if you watch our videos consistently, you're going to say Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, they make moves and strides to occupy a political seat in USA. And something we say all of us know. And as we speak, there's a good news for people they follow up with her issue. As of a couple of days back, a vote was passed on behalf of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, because in the USA, they operate the same system of government in the USA as in Nigeria. Political parties, they run primaries to decide who will represent them in the ballot. So Ngozi Orabueze's political party held a primaries, and can you imagine the numbers of votes? She received 1,8 854 votes to represent her political party, which is 100% votes from people. Imagine say she dey contest. Imagine you are contesting against somebody to become the party flag bearer, and your party gave you 100% votes. This has never happened before. Never. If it don't happen before, show me. Now, Ngozi Araboze came outside to brief us as of yesterday regarding that elections will happen for their political party and how she could be the flag bearer. What is she saying? Now, the primary for GA Senate District 44 is over. I will be contesting with Sarah for the general elections on the 3rd of November 2026. Let us get the Democrats out from GA City District 44 and restore hope and Republican traditional values to our systems and communities. Early voting starts on this particular day on the elections day. Now, she don't tell her say and she go contest together with a lady known as Sarah. Okay? She don't still stop here. Ngozi Araboze made a very, very strong point that will put her in a formidable seat in the US political system. What did she say? I come with a clinical credibility that my opponent lacks, and I am the only one that has actually treated patients in the DeKalb and Clayton County. Just in case this particular statement no declared for you to understand. Araboze, na doctor she be. That is why we call her Dr. Ngozi Araboze. She's a doctor, and she says she don't treat patients. Meaning say she don't test humanitarian works fully for her to be the very best person to serve and to be voted for. So how will this help the people of Biafra? Well, it's simple. Imagine this lady is the DPM of the Biafra movement, and she gets elected later this year. It means that she will be very close, or she will get direct contact or connection with Donald Trump, the president of USA. Now, this lady right about here will be able to make laws because she's contesting to be a lawmaker. She'll be able to make laws, and she might make laws that will favor everybody when they watch this video from the Biafran regional group. Yes, this is a big, big one. She don't win her primaries, and she win them clearly with 100% vote. That is the first of its kind, and it's a remarkable one. What do you think of these elections conducted? What do you think? Do you think it's going to be a massive one? I would like to see your thoughts in the comment section. And let's move on to news number 3. Yes, news number 3. As they celebrate Ngozi Araboze, and so Dave Umahi want make us vex. This news number 2 gave us a lot of joy and happiness, which we don't share with you. But Dave Umahi want take that joy and happiness from us. What is happening? Number 3, Dave Umahi, an Igbo politician, just insulted the Igbos. Wait till they really happen. This is Dave Umahi. We all know his face and his structure. The former governor of Ebonyi State and the current minister of works in the federation. He made some remarks as of yesterday that did not sit well with me, and I bet it will not sit well with you. What did he say? 2027, back Tinubu or risk losing federal projects. Umahi tells Southeast. When we see this news on Twitter, you know we'll always verify and fact check, and it is true. This is coming from the Guardian News and the Daily Post. They said the same thing. Back Tinubu or risk losing federal projects. Dave Umahi tells people of the Southeast, as you can see right about here. This particular statement, when we see him, I was very, very angered. But then we had to control our anger and analyze things as journalists. What is the article even saying? The article you shared is about remarks by Dave Umahi regarding support for President Bola Tinubu ahead of the next year's elections. According to reports, Umahi argued that the Southeast is currently benefiting from major federal infrastructure projects and warned that failing to support Tinubu politically could affect the continuation of such projects. It is very simple. Dave Umahi threaten you and I say, if you don't support Tinubu in the next elections, they will discontinue projects that is ongoing in the Southeast. So we have to do some research. What are the projects that are currently underway in the Southeast or completed? Major projects. And these are some of the major gigantic projects that we've managed to gather. these are good projects from the federal government, and then they construct them. Even though the state government, they play their own role. But then Tinubu's government, some came from Buhari's government, and then they run this project as it be. Now, Dave is saying if you don't vote for Tinubu, all these projects, so they never complete, will be placed on hold. It don't make sense. Why it don't make sense? I asked an intelligence software a question, a very important question. I state and asked that is construction project the duty of a government, yes or no? Is construction the duty of a government, yes or no? And he said yes. So the construction and maintenance of public infrastructure such as roads, bridges, railways, airports, hospitals, schools, and power projects are core responsibility of the government. In Nigeria, these duties are shared between federal, state, and local governments, depending on the project and the jurisdiction. So it's simple. All these projects, what they do, now your job as a president to do it. You will not say because we didn't vote for you, you're not going to do it. No. You as a president, you have the fundamental rights and power to develop the country. So you saying that if Igbos no vote for Tinubu in next elections, all those projects will be lost, is something the EFCC should even call you for investigation. If you say Nigeria is a country where they work and you don't get immunity as a minister, EFCC will don't call you, say, come on, what did you mean by that statement? Come and critically break them down for us to understand. But the EFCC will not do that because that statement that you make is a crime already. You came out to say it publicly. You don't even hide them. It'll be like, say, your phone call was leaked or something leaked. You came outside to tell the Igbos that if you don't vote for Tinubu, construction projects will be lost. That is a height of, say, you know, rates in the Igbos at all. You don't rate anybody. You had the F13 to come and say it, even though it is wrong. I don't even know what else to say. But I will let you react in the comment section and tell me what you think about every single thing that I've discussed so far. Now let's move on to news number 4. Let's move away from sad news and move into news that will interest you. The fourth news is simple. See what the Sultan of Sokoto did for NNAMDI KANU. Yes, from which we they hear and from close sources and information, the lawyers of NNAMDI KANU reached out to the leaders of Sokoto State regarding one thing. Mazi wanted to create an establishment, create like a small residence place for Indi Igbos that are working for his freedom. He wanted to create a small residence place and office. So anybody when they come Sokoto State, come visit them, will have a place to sit, to relax, and travel the next day if you need to travel. So he needed the support from Sokoto State leaders and community leaders to create a small residence place and an office place for every single Biafran where one walk in his freedom. And the Sultan of Sokoto has agreed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his lawyers, can have a small residence place and office. Do your thing there. Hold all your meetings inside there. If you need your lawyers to come, your lawyers can visit this building. If you want to hold a public address system, you can do it here. And this came from the Sokoto State leaders and government. So what be that thing? What did the Sokoto State actually do? Well, let's break it down because Prince KANU made a statement 2 days ago. The brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we need to show you in full force. This is a full statement, as you can see right now on your screen bar. But this, if you look at it, is very, very tiny. That is why we copied and pasted it in a different program to make it big. Please fact check. Are the same thing. You can pause the video and compare these two texts. They are the same thing. We just copy and paste. What is Kanu saying? That is the younger brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. State and I quote, "I have arrived at our interim command and control headquarters, located in the city of the Caliphate, a place familiar to those who have been there before. Those familiar with this location can attest to its significance. I stand in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu." What does this even mean? Let's highlight some key points here as we go through it again. I have arrived at our interim command and control headquarters. The first thing, located in Caliphate, which is Sokoto, a place familiar to those who have been here before. This family with this location can attest in its significance, and I stand in solidarity with Mazi NNAMDI KANU. So what he's trying to say that an interim command and control headquarters has been created. Maybe this particular sentence sounds too serious, but if you ask me, saying the word interim command and control center or headquarters, it's a very heavy thing to say. So Kanunta Kanu, you should have said we arrived at our residence place or headquarters in Sokoto. Saying interim command and control headquarters can put you in problem. What does interim command even mean to you? And it was done in the caliphate. And he said, I stand in solidarity with Mazi NNAMDI KANU. This statement made by Prince Emmanuel Kanu has not sat well with a lot of people. People don't they lambast him. People don't they heavily criticize him. People don't they call him names. They don't they call him Sabo. They call him Sabo. They call him all forms of names. But we will leave insults aside and look at the greater pictures. So this particular thing he stated, there's some context within. Seat of caliphate, like I told you, it refers to Sokoto, which to say they've created an office space in Sokoto. Okay? The writer says they arrived at an interim command and control headquarters, which symbolizes language suggesting on organized political or activist base or operation. So Kanunta Kanu was trying to tell you that they have a new location to carry out the works of Mazi, but he put it in a wrong way. A lot of people are angry with him for saying they've created a command center. But to be honest, he used the wrong lingua. But then, at the end of the sentence, there's something you need to pay attention to. At the end, he said, I stand in solidarity with Mazi NNAMDI KANU. Meaning, say, for him to have gotten the approval to create that command center, as the case may be, NNAMDI KANU support him and permit him to do so. Hope you are following. So make everybody for calm down. Allow these people to walk. So one thing you can say about the brothers of NNAMDI KANU is that any small thing will happen, they will come outside to publicize it. Not be so it's supposed to be. Not be everything the public supposed to know. But that notwithstanding, they've done very, very well for Mazi, and they'll be doing very, very well for him. If you think Prince Kanu is not doing well, ask yourself, you watching this video, have you traveled to Sokoto State to see Mazi? It's a strong question I have for you. If you think the brothers, the wives, does not have the interest of Mazi NNAMDI KANU in the best place, I have a question again. Have you traveled to see Mazi NNAMDI KANU in person? Have you made any attempt to go there and see him? If you have not done that, I don't think you have the right to criticize. Yes, you don't have the right to criticize until you go there, meet Mazi, and ask questions directly to him. But until then, whatever his brothers are saying, you have to respect it and take it as the way it's coming. So these are all the news we have for you today. What do you think of every single thing discussed? So which news is the biggest news of the day? Like we always do. Well, if you ask me, the biggest news of the day is news number 2. That is the biggest news for me. That is the massive update on Dr. Ngozi Orabueze's US political ambition. It's big, it's gigantic, and it's going to play a very strong and formidable role. Other news are big, other news are huge, but this one stand out for me. So you watching this video, what do you think of every single thing that I've discussed so far? I would like to see your thoughts and comment.
Okay, the message is very clear, very understandable, very articulated. I will not be talking too much now because most of us have been complaining and most are not stable with it. Let me just dissect the comment section. According to Gideon, Soludo the craze. Anyways, thank God he take the punish him with the Ozo Dane. Prince Desmond said, no, there will be a secret camera planted inside to know all their secret move. They should not accept that bad offer. Thanks. According to Ike, said, thank God for Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Congratulations to her for coming to Dave Umahi's statement. He doesn't know what he was doing for that of Sokoto Situation Center. It is a good idea for the Biafra development. Biafra Malaki said, it is nothing. Sorry, it is Biafra or nothing. Emeka, is he a military or a governor? I cannot say. Anyway, my people, I hear we get a break on. Hear me again when I come back. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Kachineke mezi oku.